the bar is being set so high these days, and everybody, what are they going to do next? What are they going to do next? What are they going to do next? And I hope nobody gets hurt, even
Well, I mean,
any
it's like
more or worse. You know what I mean?
JD McDonough did it last week on Raw. When he took that crazy bump and
To the table.
to the table, yeah, and finished the match, but broken ribs and punctured lung, and
Yeah.
It happens. And
yeah,
like Triple H, he tore his quad and finished the match. Stuff like that happens, but he wasn't out there taking all these crazy,
Right.
not all these
Mhm.
amazing looking bumps.
well, give it to us, Jimmy. What is it called?
The twisting, burning 450 hammer Phoenix splash
Yeah, that's it.
for a false
One of
finish.
these,
For a false
yeah,
finish.
right. It's one of these times Brian's gonna know it. Yeah, right.
I'll never get it.
Kick out at one.
But now,
Yes.
speaking of current things in the top companies, I mean, here in the last few months, you've got a couple opportunities to go to NXT as a guest coach.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely, man.
tell us about your time there.
Man, it's my this past year been a guest coach 3 times, and my very first time down, I've never been to the training facility and I went in there, and when I walked in the door on the outside, it's just a big building, right? And I walk in the door and I see this facility, the performance center, and my jaw just dropped. And there's like 4 rings in there, and they're all being utilized. And they've got another ring in there that you can do a lot of lucha stuff on, or flips and stuff that's like super padded. And then they had another room with just so many rings. And then I saw all these amazing athletes, man, that they have hired and went out and found, and everybody is in such great shape down there, and their training schedule is they're in the ring like six hours a day at least for 4 or 5 days a week, and then having matches, and you've got they got the best trainers in the world down there, so it's no wonder you can take someone who's never watched wrestling before, but is athletic, and put them in that setting and see them in 6 months, see these guys go from never being in a ring, never watching wrestling, to being able to actually work a match and make it look believable. But when you put somebody in a surrounding where they can succeed, they have no choice but to succeed. And in my first time down there, they put me with a group that had just gotten there, maybe like for a month or so. And then about 4 months, 3 months went by, 4 months, and I got to come back and see the progress of that same group, because they put me with that same group. And then another 6 months went by, so it was a total of 9 months. And man, to see these kids, I call them kids because they're younger than me. I mean, they're in their 20s roughly, mostly. See their progress, dude. It is amazing. The WWE Performance Center, they've got it going on, man. It is probably the number one training grounds to be a professional wrestler in the world.
What were your reviews? Have you heard any of your reviews? How you did?
Yeah, I got good feedback. Of course, nobody told me. Of course, Baldo's, or Coach Bloom is the main man down there, and he said, "Hey, you got good reviews. Everybody liked what you did, and let's talk about bringing you back." And I guess that's why I got to keep coming back, is because I went down there, and I'm a huge fan of Fit Finley, right? Mm-hmm. And when I was in the WWE there, I used to get in the ring and work out with Fit all the time, Fit and Arn and those guys. And so because I liked Fit's physical style, and then I just kept that training up, and that's how I train the kids here in OVW, be physical. And then I guess, Fit, when I would be in the ring training with people, he'd be sitting back watching me to make sure, that it's the way they're wanting to teach. And I only know one way, and that's the correct way, I feel, but, in wrestling, there's 1,000 different ways to make chicken noodle soup, right? I use that terminology all the time, but the end result is chicken noodle soup. And, so I think I getting good reviews, and they said I should be coming back sometime this year after they got, there's a lot of stuff going on. So I'm just buying my time and keep my fingers crossed, and hopefully maybe one day I just won't be a guest coach. I'll be an actual coach. So that's my end game. That's what I want my end game to be.